本日も北陸新幹線をご利用くださいましてありがとうございます。この電車は浅間号長野行きです。次は上野に停まります。
We have arrived, Karuizawa and chilly. I like it. Gonna grab a taxi to our hotel.
We have just checked into our hotel. This is the hotel where John Lennon used to stay at. But because it's almost midnight, I feel like this hotel deserves a room tour in the day. So I'll see you tomorrow and we'll do a proper room tour then. They have turned down service and it includes these little chocolates that say, "Have a good night." That I shall. Rented a car, but we won't be able to pick it up until 1 p.m. For now, we're heading over to the Ginza shopping street, which is 20 minutes by foot. A popular soba restaurant our friend recommended. There's a long line, so I think we're gonna come back for dinner.
I wanted to come here for a coffee, but they're actually closed for the winter. that sign right there. All winter? Come on.
So this is the cafe interior. It was built in 1982. And yeah, we can't go in today. Sad.
This is the old Ginza shopping street. They got real bread too. Actual Miffy bread. It was a good birth though.
This is adorable. These
Snoopy Village. There's a cafe up there too. Get a coffee.
Snoopy with apple everything.
We got birthday keychains of Snoopy holding a matcha. Every day is a birthday. Boys trip in Karuizawa. Snack store. That's cool. Doing a little stretch there, bro. Hamstrings tight. I have this coaster.
Totoro, my Dunbury with the taiyaki. Here you have it, the strawberry. boathouse. Fun fact, after I die, Victor is planning to move to Japan by himself to live out his widow days. Living my dream. How is it?
Top 5.
Top 5 custard puddings we had in Japan.
Very strong. Nice burnt flavor to it.
John Lennon used to come here for apple pie.
Really?
They have the cutest branded souvenirs here.
What are you writing it?
Little cards.
To write what?
I don't know. Love letters to me. You're also part of the Classic Hotel Association. They have the classic hotel passport available and their own little keychain and also the pin. Let me show you our hotel here, mampei. Big stamp here. That's what I came here for. It's their floral cookie tin. Everyone's like clear. We're in Canada. It's shopping time. It's getting late, so a lot of things are starting to close, but we're just gonna hit up the outlet mall until sunset.
There's still snow here. Mesh pouch in the Family Mart colors too.
We're heading to the souvenir court now. This Lawson has a lot of Karuizawa souvenirs.
Karuizawa here.
Everything is stocked so perfectly. Good morning. We are heading to a cafe that's in the middle of a forest for breakfast. It's a bit of a challenge to find. We had to park at a church and now we're heading over there.
This house is over 100 years.
It's real. We don't have to use our Netflix fireplace anymore.
This is same to this.
So cool.
Yeah.
Still works?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
They only take cash, just a heads up. The hotel also has a shuttle bus if you need to reach Karuizawa Station. The lobby boy man was really kind enough to help us take a few photos after we checked out. Today we will be hitting up a museum and waterfall, and if we have time before our train ride tonight at 7, we'll go back to the outlet mall. We are here.
Richmond, Virginia, the story starts. 1848, on the Ides of March. Jackson Meriwether, born into the tether.
Oh man, another cafe that hasn't opened for spring yet.
He had a better plan, to be a Union man, to make a run across that Mason-Dixon line. He heard a tale about a railway underground, running through the night and always northern bound. When I go, I'll die a free man, in a place where I belong. Virginia fallen, Pennsylvania, you are gone.
I don't even know what's open anymore. Light in here looks like a Renaissance painting. A Caravaggio in the making.
Having ice cream by the river stream.
Is that a beginning of a wrap?
What a life. Dog.
Not turning?
No. Wait.
Some rest, a big day ahead of us. Your seeds were clacks depth. My child, don't make a sound. It's time to sleep now. I give it all to you. give it all to you. I give it all to you. Give it all to you. Heart like a rock, head like the sky, with cloud bursts of chemicals improving your life. My girl is a fortress so proud, and she's not coming out. I give it all to you. I give it all to you. I give it all to you. Give it all to you.
The cutest police station I've ever seen. Kobe.
See you later, Karuizawa.
Peace.
We just said goodbye to our little cube car, and now we're heading to Tokyo. The food they serve at the Italian cafe at the train station. We've edition. So cute too. So cute. This is a pen. How burned do you want it?